Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Let me see who is in the building. We have Vanna, Shayla, Yuli, Teeve, Vanessa Lansky. Hey, he said he is in Springfield, Ohio. Okay. Putting the rumors to rest. All right, Lansky. Are you really in Springfield, Ohio, or you're just joking? But with that being said, you guys, hello. Hello. Yeah, I wanted this to be a late night one because, it might get a little crazy. I just want to say, you guys, be mindful of the words that you put in the chat. Please. If you know it could be a bad word, something with an S, a lot of that stuff, y'all know how YouTube is. Asterisk it out. Create something that is not the exact word. They will flag what you put in the chat, just like they will flag what I will say. So I have to be mindful also because half of the shit I can't even say based off of the indictment, okay? Like it is insane. So, hey Danielle, hey the driven black girl, welcome back, welcome back. So look, of course, I do not live under a rock. So I had already heard about Dawn from Danity Kane filing her charges, as well as, of course, you guys know on my community wall, the guy who actually won $100 million lawsuit from Diddy. And I was like, damn, who wants Diddy broke? Because that's how it typically happens. They drain all of your resources. So by the time they come after you, you don't have the means to really defend yourself the way that you want to. Make sure everyone hits the like button on the way in. However, I don't know if we could be too thrilled yet. And I typically do not boast or be happy about people's demise. But when you're on demon energy like Diddy has been allegedly for 30 plus years, and after we saw the video of Cassie, this is definitely one of those moments where I don't give a shit about this man, okay? And I don't give a shit about all of his accomplices and people who helped him. And we about to get into that also. No, baby. Diddy don't get Kelly. Diddy, in my opinion, is I would say he's worse than Kelly. I would say he's worse than Kelly. And why do I say that? Because Kelly knew what he was doing, but we also know Kelly is an illiterate, ignorant ass fool, too. Okay, of course, my brother Jay from Canada came in on this one. He be ready for these topics, boy. What's up? What is up? I know you was ready for this one. You know, we've heard that Kelly is illiterate. We heard that Kelly, and yes, as beautiful as he could write lyrics and stuff, yes, you could still be illiterate. So, you know, we know, and we also know that he was also a victim of that too. Not saying that that makes it right because you can stop it. But at the same time, we could see how his stupidity led him to this. I don't think Diddy is stupid at all. I think that he pretty much has demon energy. Like he sold his soul, in my opinion, and that's just what it is. And now he has to reap what he sows. Hey, Lisa. So, yeah, Gene Deal said he was going to get arrested this month. Gene Deal did say that. He really did say that. Quite interesting that he said that. I told you guys the last time I don't feel like this was over. I said in the first one of my first videos about this ain't over. I think was on my thumbnail. But as far as I see, I did not care anymore to a certain extent until I saw this man in handcuffs. Because we can have all of these charges. I mean, we can have all of these civil suits and stuff like that. But I wanted to see the man in handcuffs. And unfortunately, we still haven't seen him in handcuffs. Where's his damn perp walk? Because that's what I was waiting for. Damn it, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I said to Veronica, because we all know he wasn't really playing with a full deck. He really wasn't. Diddy, in my opinion, is playing with a full deck. Okay? He just felt like he would never get caught because the powers that be allowed him to get away with it for so long. But as wise people say, once they are done with their tools, they break them. And I think this is what's happening here, because why for so long did he get away with it? I don't think it was just fear of Diddy. I think it was also fear of people bigger than Diddy also, if you ask me. I ain't seen a mugshot. I ain't see a perp walk. They arrested this man and there was no pictures. I am insulted. I want a perp walk. Do you hear me? They gave him a perp walk at that freaking club incident back in the late 90s. Why we didn't get a perp walk with him in handcuffs? Why are we just hearing he got arrested, but we didn't actually see the arrest? Got an issue with that. I really do. I really do. I have an issue with that. Y'all let me know if you have an issue with that. Wait, so his mugshot is up? His mugshot is up already? Because I haven't seen a mugshot. Did it just a recently driven black girl post? Because I haven't seen it. Maybe it was okay. Maybe it wasn't a mugshot. I saw a post. Okay. Because I'm like, I haven't seen a mugshot. I haven't seen a perp walk. I ain't seen him in handcuffs. We are just hearing that this man has been arrested. He has been charged on, I believe, 3 felony accounts. There's a 14-page indictment. I haven't been able to read all the pages. If you guys want me to post the link or where you can get the PDF, please let me know and I will post it in the description box. But I mean, I can't even show you every page because it's explicit and it has like tag of freaking violations after violation on YouTube if I post it. But yeah, but we do know he's been denied bail. And we also know that not only is his passport has been taken, but I believe they also said he gave up his children's passports as well. Did y'all hear that too? And I said, damn, even the babies can't go anywhere? Because I know they can't can they even take the passports of the grown kids? I'm assuming they talking about the kids who are under 18. So yeah, they turned exactly. That's why I said, wait a minute, y'all. This is insane. They like, ain't no Bali for you, homeboy. You ain't gonna be out there with Russell Simmons, my ass. You staying right here. But interesting enough, there was a video of this man walking around New York City literally hours before he got arrested, apparently. And this guy was taking a picture of him walking down the street and he was doing his typical Diddy shit. And apparently hours later, he was arrested. So facts, I need to see a mugshot or him. Thank you. And this is why I said I'm not satisfied yet. I'm not satisfied yet. Exactly. How did the babies get in it? That man going into protection, then we'll get some kind of notice something happened to him. Too many yeah. A lot of people been saying that. Exactly, Jay. I think you even said that too the last time we talked about this. I hope he made trust for all his kids because allegedly on the indictment, if he's found guilty, he will lose all his money assets. Baby, he done already lost them between Cassie and that $100 million one. When it came to that guy, Don is definitely going to file something. And you know what's so crazy? Aubrey O'Day, I am shocked still to this day, she didn't file something. Don is the one who filed something. And that in itself, the details about her stuff, it's sick. It's sick. Like, in my opinion, Diddy hates women. He hates women. You know what I mean? He hates women. It's amazing what these women was willing to go through for as long as they did. Clearly, a lot of them were scared of what he would do. But let's talk about and you guys did see them talk. You guys saw the video of the actual courts. What's the guy who actually read the indictment and was talking about? I hope you guys all saw that, right? Yeah, that's the way it typically works, isn't it? They do all of these lawsuits after lawsuits, and then what they hope is when you finally do go to court, you don't have the means to either defend yourself, or you're so hot the best lawyers of all lawyers don't even want to touch you. You know what I mean? That's how they break them down. Like that's how it happens. If you look at in the history of when this has happened before, that's typically how it works. It seems to be a formula of how it goes down. Um, so yeah, that's how they drain their pockets first, and then this is what happens. But in the video, when they were talking about the full indictment and they gave their press conference, they said he had a whole crew of people helping him. Okay. Now, some of the charge, I don't even know if I could say the R word. I can't say the R word, but y'all know what it is. The traffic, y'all know what it is. The K, napping, y'all know what it is. 3 felonies. Now, what's his name who owns TMZ? Harvey, is that his name? Harvey? He's the attorney. Baby, he said the charges that Diddy has, the time that he can serve is decades. Decades. So pretty much a life sentence for Diddy. Like life. Baby, Diddy couldn't survive in jail for a couple of months. Can you imagine decades? You think he gonna keep his mouth closed? If he's facing decades, let's talk about it. So we clearly know that guy, Harvey Pierre, if I'm not mistaken, is his name, who was a former president or someone related to Bad Boy, his name has been brought up a lot in this. A lot. But they also talked about personal assistance. They also Lisa, there's no baby oil, there's no lube, none of that. But hell, you never know. But baby, when I saw this, hey Renee, when I saw this, United States of America versus Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love. Baby, if that wouldn't scare anybody, that the United States versus you, and baby, the feds don't miss. Okay? The feds don't miss. Now, I remember Judge Joe Brown. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way in. Hey, Renee. Hey, Pretty Daz. Yeah, I think it was baby oils and lubes, Jay, if I'm not mistaken. But baby, when you see this, like the feds don't miss. Now, I know Judge Joe Brown, he did say that it didn't make sense at one point why it wasn't the FBI involved. Why was Homeland Security involved? Because, you know, Homeland Security only gets involved because of it being like international. Well, based on this, and from my understanding, this is an international situation. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these incidents could have happened overseas, which makes it an issue. And if they talking about S traffic, that easily can be an international situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, definitely when Homeland Security is involved, or just better yet, when the feds are involved, they don't miss. Would they still have like a 98 percentile winning rate up in this bad boy? They don't miss. And if you just so happen to get off, your pockets are going to be drained and gone. Ask Irv Gotti. When the feds came after him, he won it, but what did he really have left? I don't know. But anywho, what caught my attention is who the hell else is involved? Now, y'all know I'm a fool, right? So I'm going to keep this picture up for our entertainment. Okay. I'm going to just do it because I can be petty and funny at the same time, but still talk about some serious shit. So here you go. Because look, even Suge told his ass, because you know Suge actually be doing a podcast from prison. He got a podcast like on here on YouTube. He even mentioned that Diddy was gonna go to jail. All right. Now everybody thought Suge was the true boogeyman, but clearly Diddy got way more than Suge could ever. Let's just make this clear. Oh yeah, I'm petty. I'm gonna keep this up while we talking. I'm gonna keep it up. Sure am. So, with that being said, what I want to talk about is who the hell else is gonna get caught up in this shit? Cause I just can't see Diddy not singing like a canary. I don't. Now, y'all want to actually put out some names and say allegedly of who else you think he about to take down in this situation, because there's no way that you can get away with this for so long without having a tight circle of people who are either involved or better yet won't say anything about it, which to me makes you just as guilty. So yeah, hey T Pretty. Okay, you here? I appreciate that, girl. Why I appreciate that while you at work. Yeah, he gonna sing. He definitely gonna sing if they allow him to sing. If they allow him to sing. But yes, look, at the end of the day, they've been talking about Jay-Z allegedly, but I don't necessarily want to go to the obvious names. I don't. I want to go to the names that I have been hearing around the internet that have been around that some people not really talking about. Yeah, they talk about Jay-Z. They talk about J-Lo, they talk about Usher, they talk about TD Jakes. All of this is alleged. When I say they talk about that, they say it's a lot of people, but there's somebody, I don't know if you remember this, Yuli, and I remember you were actually on the live. I think you and Nene were on the live. I was doing a live, and remember that time some random video started playing it, and I said, what the hell is that? And I was like, what is going on? And the person was just randomly talking about Kim Porter. I don't know if you remember that, Yuli, and you was like, maybe Kim is trying to give us a message or whatever. I don't know if you remember that, Yuli, but I remember that happened when I was doing a actual live and the video came on. Okay, so you do remember that. Great. Okay, yeah, they talking about, yeah, I heard that too. Let's just put the names out there. I've been hearing that too. Been hearing that too. Been hearing that too. Been hearing that too. Okay, so you remember. Well, I went back. Okay, so you do remember that, Vanna. I went to that video because I was like, where the hell is it playing and why is it playing? Well, I went to this video, and it's this lady named Alexis K. Taylor. I don't know if you guys ever remember her, or you guys remember her. I remember her from back in the day. She randomly came up, which is interesting that she randomly came up. I think everything happens for a reason. But she randomly came up. She used to be a lady who used to talk about vagine power. And you know the vagine us women have. She used to say vagine power. She was really big on talking about that back in the day. She was popular back in the day. And she's always said she's like very spiritual and like spirits come to her and all of this type of stuff. Okay. So she's kind of like, I guess, another Sloan, but like definitely is very unique in her approach. Well, child, that video came up for a reason. And then all of a sudden, a rabbit hole of all of these other videos came up. Do y'all remember who Cassie's alleged best friend was when she was with Diddy? Do y'all remember? Okay, so you do remember her, Shayla? Maybe you remember her, but do y'all remember who Cassie's best friend allegedly was? And let me see if y'all actually will remember that. If not, I'm gonna see if I can really quick pull a picture up. Do y'all remember who Cassie's best friend was? Okay, so who's There we go. Y'all remember, huh? Do y'all also remember that when she was doing those interviews a lot about Nipsey, she mentioned that Diddy is like a brother to her? And Diddy is the one who, I guess, allegedly got her out of her funk, because I guess apparently she didn't even want to go to the funeral. Well, let Alexis K. Tyler and some other people say on the internet, and y'all can go down that rabbit hole if you want to, but they're saying she's implicated in all of this stuff, allegedly. Okay? They're saying that. Now, one would think, though, if you are best friends with this girl, okay, you damn sure know what the hell is going on with her. So that's one thing. That's first things first. Another thing is Lauren London, we know her for her new acting experience in ATL, but she hasn't really had a consistent acting career. She hasn't. And some of the things that she has been on really didn't hit as far as popularity is concerned, or if she was on the show didn't last that long. Okay. So one would think, just based off of the information that this Alexis K. Tyler and other people have been saying, where has she been getting her money from? Now, one would say Lil Wayne. Because she has a baby by Lil Wayne, but I believe at one point Lil Wayne was having financial issues. Did he not? If I'm not mistaken, and again, this is all alleged. This is just what I'm hearing. Y'all can go down that rabbit hole yourself. But apparently at one point he had some money issues. If I'm not mistaken, he allegedly had some tax problems, allegedly. So yeah, where was she getting this money from? So a lot of these people are on the internet, not a lot, but there are people who are given a conspiracy of she was pretty much someone who was handled by Diddy. That's what they're saying. Right. Okay, so you did hear that. Okay, so you did hear that. So at one point, I'm assuming she wasn't getting the best of the best child support checks. So apparently, they're saying she's big time involved in this, and she was very aware of what's going on with Cassie. I don't know if her and Cassie still talk. I don't follow either one of them, so I don't know if they follow each other on social media of some sort, but she's been very quiet about all of this stuff that happened to her alleged best friend. I haven't seen anything about her speaking on this. You know what I mean? And I know that even though that video that we saw of Cassie in the hotel, all right, even though we saw that video of Cassie in the hotel, and I think that happened back in 2016, Nipsey passes in 2019, and she's doing an interview still saying after Nipsey passed that Diddy is like her brother. And mind you, 2016, we clearly know what happened to Cassie in so many years before and after that. So they're saying she's involved in this. What y'all think about that? That video popped up for me for a reason, because I was like, why the heck is this popping up? But I was like, I'm gonna find out where it's open and why is it open. And literally I listened to it and I was just like, huh. And then they go into a deeper rabbit hole about the whole Nipsey situation with her too. Baby, it got deep to the point where I was just like, oh my gosh. Because if y'all didn't know, Victory Lap, Nipsey last album, guess who was the executive producer of that album? Take a wild guess. Take a wild guess. Diddy. Diddy was an executive producer of Victory Lap. How he became the executive producer of Victory Lap, I don't know. That seems like a very odd situation, especially with Nipsey being a West Coast guy. I would think you would want a Dre or someone on the West Coast that's certified to be attached as an EP, but it was Diddy. Don't that sound interesting, y'all? Again, that video popped up for a reason. It popped up for a reason. I don't know if it's so. I'm saying allegedly. I'm going by the videos that kept giving, starting from Alexis K. Tyler all the way down. Because it was like once Alexis K. Tyler video played, then somebody else video came up. And then somebody else video came up. And I said, oh, this shit is getting deep. Because first of all, I had even no idea Lauren London and Cassie were apparently that tight. And then remember, you guys, there was an actual picture that Diddy posted of him and Lauren London. And people were suggesting that that picture looked a little risque and that didn't look like a brother-sister type of bond. And Lauren responded like pretty much like, shut the F up and let me heal type of thing. I don't know if y'all remember that, but yeah. So it's quite interesting. Really? Okay. That, you know what? I mean, I saw that in the comments that people felt like it was always shady. And look, let's be clear. Hood stuff happen every day. It really does. So, you know what I'm saying? What they're claiming went down could have easily gone down with just pure jealousy or whatever the case may be. And that's why that guy did that to Nipsey. But his own brother is saying that it's not adding up on how it went down. And he was trying to imply in his actual interview that he had with Big Boy. If you guys are familiar with Big Boy out here in LA, he's on Power 106. He even is implying that it was a setup. Now, who set it up? I don't know. A lot of people was assuming it was Big U, which is out here. He's a big guy known out here in LA or whatever. People was implying that, even though Black Sam never said any names, but he doesn't even think it was a direct situation out of just pure anger of what Nipsey said to him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you this much. If they taking this to court, even in cases like this, I'm assuming there's going to be a discovery process. I'm going to assume some names are going to have to be said. Because they said in the little, you guys already know how my animals can be. I'm sorry in the background. But they literally said that he had a whole slew of people helping him with this. So who knows? Who knows? We need Cat and K Dot to the front. Come on, connect these dots for us. Cat and K Dot. Which Cat Williams. Okay, you talking about K Dot like Kendrick? I don't know if Kendrick will really know. But shoot, Cat seemed like he know everything. But you know who also said something about the Lauren London situation and Nipsey and Diddy and that connection? Guess who I'm about to say that also came up? That's a very popular name that's been exposing the industry for a while. Guess who really has been putting it out there? Jaguar Wright. She said something. Now, a lot of people feel like Jaguar Wright is insane and she don't know what she's talking about. But she did try to imply there is a connection between the Lauren London situation, the Nipsey situation, because that channel that she's always on, that YouTube channel, and my apologies because I like to give credit where credit is due. I just can't remember the channel right now. And this would be the one time that if you do know the channel, you can put it in the chat, because I always just want to give credit when I do mention people's interviews and stuff. But she almost implied that something happened to Nipsey, and then all of a sudden, Lauren London is taken care of for the rest of her life. She said that. She said that. And allegedly, excuse me, I am on live. Sorry, you guys. Allegedly, after Nipsey died, Lord have mercy. See, the dogs got me in a zone. After Nipsey passed, allegedly, not so long after that, Lauren got a home that was over 1 point something million out here, allegedly. Thank you. Real life production. Thank you. Got to give them their props. But yes, it's real life production. Thank you. Allegedly, when Lauren, when Nipsey passed, Lauren was able to buy a house. Now, again, and I ain't throwing hate on this girl because I don't know her, but it's not like she has had enough acting jobs to, in my opinion, just knowing how this industry works, she ain't made enough to buy a home that expensive. So where the money come from? So it's quite interesting that a lot of people have been going down this rabbit hole of conspiracies, and her name is being brought up a lot lately. I'm telling y'all, just go look it up. Go look up, put in like Jaguar Wright, Lauren London, okay? Because I remember when I heard at first, and I kind of blew Jaguar right off. I blew her off because she said Lauren London, she knew Lauren London. She used to sing background, or she at one point had auditioned for American Idol. And you remember there was a LaToya London, if I'm not mistaken, that was on American Idol. So I thought she was getting herself confused. And I said, what the hell? I said, Lauren London ain't never been on no American Idol. But a video that I heard, she sat up there and said she auditioned for it. I guess she didn't make it, but she auditioned for it. And I was like, since when can Lauren London sing? Well, someone actually put proof out there that if you look at the Victory Lap credits, Lauren has vocal background credits on the Victory Lap. So this shit gets deep. Now, again, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm definitely not the first nor the last who's probably going to talk about these videos that are out there. But look up Jaguar Wright and put in Jaguar Wright and put in Lauren London's name together. Look up Alexis K. Tyler, and she spells it different. I feel like she spells it like Aleyss Tyler. Even if you spell it wrong and put like Alexis K. Tyler and like Nipsey, you're going to get a rabbit hole of stuff. And she calls Lauren London Puma because, you know, Lauren ended up getting that Puma deal after Nipsey passed. So she calls her baby mama Puma. So you're not going to see her actually put her name in anything. She just, if she puts a name with Nipsey, she says Puma, like the shoe. So look it up. Look it up for yourself, by all means. That video popped up for a reason, and y'all remember when that video popped up because y'all heard it. And I was like, where the hell is that video coming from? And Yuli ass was like, maybe Kim trying to tell us something. No, maybe somebody was trying to tell me to listen to that damn video. I almost hate that damn video came up because it took me down a rabbit hole of what the F's. They got Jag in a psych ward. Nobody listens to her. She's a little crazy, so people dismiss her. Look, ain't nobody sued her yet. And maybe ain't nobody sued her yet because they feel like she ain't got the money. But trust and believe, even if she ain't got the money, that would make it easier, in my opinion, to put a gag order on her. Don't you think? Don't you think? And the fact that no one has done yet. Oh, and she even said in the same video that Faith Evans is another one that she was trying to imply that once her baby daddy was gone, she was taken care of and ain't really done anything since then. So that's another one that she mentioned in that video. And what's so crazy is Jaguar Wright and Faith Evans are allegedly cousins. That's what she say. So yeah, that's that. Now I don't know if I can post that, Jay, but yeah, that's what they're saying. That is what they're saying. Yo, no, it is. It's real life production. Now that you guys posted it, that's why I was like, yeah, that's what it is. They've been doing a phenomenal job, and they definitely get numbers with Jaguar. So they be hitting them numbers with Jaguar. But yeah, Jaguar mentioned it there, and then she also mentioned it on other pages as well. And she mentioned that apparently Lauren London has a sister that used to work for Diddy. ATL was her best role. I mean, it's her most memorable role. But I mean, in my personal opinion, I don't really think Lauren London is a great actor. I mean, she has hustled her beauty. She hustled her way in this industry, and whatever could stick, it sticks with her. But I don't think she's a phenomenal actress at all, in my opinion. I think that she just got in where she could fit in with her looks, and did what it could do. To see her new interview after this. Whose new interview? And that role was her loosely her real life. You talking about ATL? You talking about ATL? Really? So and hear it tomorrow while working. Now, Teeth. Exactly. Why we always got to say in every live to the corner? My own moderator got to go to the damn corner. But that's just we so used to it. Hey, Tashonda, long time no see. Hope all is well. Yeah, apparently she worked for Diddy. Now she could have been Kim Porter's assistant, but apparently she worked for Diddy. She claimed that the sister name is Capricorn or something like that. Yeah, so 2024 has blown the lid off, and it's not over, right? And I feel like it's going to go into 2025 too. I really do. I really feel like it's going to go into 2025. But that is definitely one name I wanted to bring up because I always wanted to bring up that video that just randomly popped up that time when I was live. It was Alexa K. Tyler video. And I was just like, oh gosh. And I was like, what in the world? And why am I seeing this? And I literally did not know. And you know how, of course, when you're on YouTube, when one video ends, it will automatically start another video unless you press cancel. It just kept going and going and going. And that's how I found out that Cassie and Lauren were friends, best friends, allegedly. And then that's when I found out because one of Lauren's interviews came up, and I think it was the interview with Angie Martinez. And she said her and Diddy are like brother and sister. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. You and Diddy are like brother and sister. Okay. And yet you are trying to convince me you knew nothing about what Cassie was going through? Nothing? Hey, Wanda. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing? Here you go, Mr. Canada. I didn't know is Drake and Diddy beefing? Now, apparently, with all of this drama with Kendrick doing the Super Bowl and Lil Wayne not getting picked, now they saying Drake and Jay-Z or Jay-Z don't like Drake, but Diddy and Drake don't get along. I don't know. You let me know if that's the case. I wonder, will we ever get anything from J-Lo? J-Lo, please. I don't know. Unless J-Lo get implicated in something, then maybe we'll hear something. You know what I mean? Lauren is a liar. A liar about what? Let me know. A liar about what? What she lie about? Lauren is pretty, but her acting is not the business. I've never been impressed with her acting. And that drama that she had with Issa Rae, I didn't understand what the big deal was. Maybe because she felt like Issa kind of minimized her, but in my opinion, Issa had every right to be a little annoyed. And I felt like Lauren should have been a little bit more understanding on where Issa was coming from. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys have heard about that story between her and Issa. If you haven't, I can quickly talk about it. But yeah, um, you want to be siblings with a man that allegedly, exactly, I can't say the word, but allegedly, did that to his mother. Correct. But here's the thing, not even that, allegedly did it to your best friend. I mean, we just saw one video of what he did with Cassie. I can't imagine when he knew there were no cameras around and you weren't there for any of that or heard about it. I don't know. It's hard to believe that she's not aware of it. So I say all of that to say it makes me wonder if she gonna get brought up in any of this. You know what I mean? Unless Cassie was doing everything to protect her, I don't know if they're still friends. As a matter of fact, all of you Instagram gurus, go to Lauren London's page and go to Cassie's page and see if they follow each other. If some of y'all even follow them, see if they follow each other. I'm curious at this point. I'm curious. Oh yeah, that's right, Jay. I do remember the alleged hit on Drake. I do remember that. Yes. Yeah, I'm about to say she do with Ben Affleck. She definitely got her own issues right now. Won't say anything unless she's forced to. Right. Right. Oh, about her. Oh, so you saying they not like brother and sister. You think it's more than that. That's what some of these conspiracy people are saying. Saying she was a part of all of those alleged freak offs. That's what they are saying. And that's how she was able to keep the bills paid. That's what they are saying. Now, I don't know, all alleged, but that's what they are saying. And if you notice, let's just keep it really 100 now. We didn't really hear from Lauren a lot. She was not pushed to this higher pedestal, in my opinion, until Nipsey passed. And then all of a sudden, she getting interview after interview after interview when it comes to her and her healing process. Did y'all notice that? And let's be clear, we all know everybody who comes from the hood, there's always Lauren Londons in the hood that lose their men unexpectedly due to, you know what I'm saying, the drama that goes on in the hood. So the fact that she kind of got pushed to this pedestal of let's talk to her about her grief and how she's healing, I'm like, okay. And I mean, hey, some people wanted to hear that. Maybe that helped them in the process. But I just found it kind of interesting that they did that. Because I was just like, oh, okay. Like, why do we need to hear her story out of everyone else's in the hood? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? But that's just me. What you is Shayla for? Her rent was due, so she had to go to shower, Lisa. I don't see her making that much noise no more. They still are doing interviews on her. Like, I think they just literally posted something not too long ago on social media. I saw something, she was just recently doing an interview, and she has a Puma deal. She ended up getting a Puma deal after that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was able to get a Puma deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she's getting paid for these interviews, but what I do know is Miss Thing bought her a house, and houses in certain locations here in California easily just start off easily $1 million, $2 million in certain locations. Where you get that money from? Where? So when people started breaking it down like that in the videos I was seeing, I couldn't even look at it and be like, what the hell are they talking about? It almost made me think like, damn, they kind of making some sense here. You know what I mean? Like this doesn't seem too far stretch. Like, it's interesting. I don't even see her making that much noise. And when you look up Cassie and Lauren after I found out they was friends, it's plenty of pictures of them together. Plenty of pictures. Plenty. And it almost seems like I wonder if her and Lauren were no more once Cassie left Diddy. Makes you wonder. And there's pictures of her, Cassie, and Diddy in a lot of pictures too. Yeah, a lot. Let me actually show you guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? All right. So yeah, y'all see the screen? You see the screen? Yeah. A lot of pictures. And Diddy. See, look. If you just look, if I just put it up, you see Jaguar. All of this allegedly. I'm telling y'all, when Nipsey met Diddy, you can just go down a rabbit hole if you choose, honey, if you choose. So yeah. Yeah. Interesting, right? Look at this picture. Apparently, this was right before his Grammys. They were tight. But are they tight anymore? Are they? Are they? Who knows? Sorry. Back to the pettiness. So I don't, okay. So a lot of celebrities gonna have to take that stand. This is gonna be the biggest case ever. Yeah. But let you tell it and other people tell it. Is it gonna even get to that point? Is it? To me, for me, I would like for it to get to that point because I feel like all evil at this point needs to be exposed. And let Cat Williams, the prophet Cat Williams, say it. It's either God's side or the other side. And for those who got a problem, like it's everything's gonna be exposed. He said that. He said everything's gonna be exposed, and people got a problem with what I'm saying, you're gonna see. So he said it. He said it. He put it out there. Okay. And that is a man of God. All right. He believes in God. I believe what that man said. I truly think a lot of stuff that he said came directly down from God. So he made it seem like it's going to be a lot of exposure. I would like for it to get to that point so we can really see evil exposed because evil has literally been just doing crazy stuff and being celebrated at this point. It's being celebrated at this point. So I would say, yeah, they need to be exposed. I would say so. But again, we got to say allegedly. But I mean, come on, best friend, and you kicking it with them like that, doing parties and stuff like that, and you don't know nothing. Just it's hard to process that you didn't know anything. It's hard to process. Just remember, Sloan Bella predicted Jay-Z's fall to start after today, according to his birth chart. She's been after today. Why do I feel like when I saw that video, she said it really ain't gonna happen until like years from now? Or did she do another video? She's saying after today. They got all of the tapes, so they have to start talking. Yeah, and who knew where all the tapes were? That's the interesting part. Who knew where all the tapes were? He better take a plea deal or it won't be good for him. That plea deal ain't gonna be good for him either, Wanda. You think this man, as much as he has been able to get away with so much, allegedly he has an issue with substances, allegedly, that man is probably losing his mind in freaking prison right now or wherever he's being held at that he can't get bail. A plea deal is still probably some years. A plea deal is still some years. But at this point, sometimes I don't put it past the way that this world has worked that he could easily get stuff overturned. Like, I don't put it past him. That's why I'm saying I'm not satisfied yet. I don't said not the birth chart. Sloan has been on point for sure. She said Jay is next. A lot of people have been saying Jay is next. I want to know what was on Kim's phone. And have they found the phone? Have they found the phone? Plea deal or not, he will be in jail quite a while. Yeah. Like I said, that guy, I think it's Harvey Levin, I think is his name, if I'm not mistaken, on TMZ, because you know he's an attorney. He said decades. These charges hold decades. All of those people Diddy call friends, they gonna talk to save their own ass, right? But let's be clear: was Diddy ever really friends with any of them, or did he just use them and control them? Chris, do you think he will himself because he won't be able to handle? I don't know. I don't know. But a lot of people think the other guy didn't off himself. So I don't know. I really don't know. I saw her video too and heard a few years from now. That's what I thought she said. Yes, starting tomorrow and he'll be done by so she did a new video because I thought she said something like 2036 or something. And a lot of people in the chat was cracking me up. They said that's too long. That's too long to wait for his downfall. But yeah, I thought she had said like 6 or even more years from now it would officially be over. Y'all stop wishing bad on my father, please. Who is your father? What are you talking about? I thought it was turned in. The phone? The phone? I don't know. I don't know if they got, because apparently, just like apparently she has several different manuscripts allegedly on this tell-all book. I don't know if they actually got the phone. Apparently they had, I guess, all the info. I think so too. I just told a friend that. Well, remember, let Gene Deal tell it when that City College situation happened back in the early 90s when that thing happened in the gym. He was contemplating that even back then. Apparently, he was contemplating it back then. So, I mean, it's not like it's unheard of. Like, apparently, he has thought about that in the past. So, unfortunately, if that has happened in the past, one would say that he may think about it now. But who knows? Also, Jay-Z's Super Bowl deal with the NFL is done after this year. Oh, it is? It is? So it was only a couple of years? Jay be knowing everything. That's why I love that Jay is my subscriber. See, your tribe of people will find you. Because everything that Jay has said has either been in a conspiracy theory or I've been able to look it up and find out that is actually accurate what he said. So, yeah. That's interesting. Yep, the earlier they cut ties with Jay, the better. Interesting. Now, was that always a part of the plan that he only had a couple of years, or they have decided to cut it shorter? Was that always the deal, or did they plan to cut it, or they said we about to cut it short, which would make it even more so that maybe something's about to come down if they decided to cut it short and it was supposed to be longer. But let me just side note the situation. What do you guys think about the whole situation of the New Orleans Super Bowl? Do you guys think that Jay-Z, because apparently Jay-Z's partner or whatever the case may be, or business partner of some sort, allegedly said Jay is the one who makes the decision, because they claim Jay is not the one who makes the decision. A lot of Jay-Z's fans were saying he gives them a list and then the city or the NFL people decide. But then somebody else came back and say Jay-Z is the one who makes the decision. What do you guys think about this Kendrick thing and this whole Lil Wayne situation when it comes to the New Orleans Super Bowl? Mind you, the New Orleans they've had plenty of New Orleans Super Bowl, but what a lot of people are saying is Jay-Z wasn't involved, and he has been allowed to put more hip hop acts up there because he has been involved. Now, if you want my take on the situation, I can understand in good business sense why it was Kendrick. Because for the life of me, I grew up on Cash Money and Lil Wayne. I don't know how many songs Lil Wayne can do in his Rolodex of songs that ain't gonna be raunchy. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't do back that ass up. He can't do, you know what I'm saying, those songs that we used to, you know what I'm saying, pop it and drop it like it's hot back in the day. He can't do those songs. Like he has the Mona Lisa song, he has, How to Love, but those aren't songs to really, dance to or groove to during the Super Bowl. So I'm really trying to think, but again, I'm not a big Lil Wayne fan like that. What songs could he really do for the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I really want to know because I was like, I immediately I was like, what is he gonna do? Back that ass up? Now I know that the Nicki Minaj's and the Drakes of the world were upset because it, of course, naturally it probably would have been a collaboration of all of his artists on there together. But oh, Didn't he do a freaking verse on Back That Ass Up? Didn't he do a verse on Back That Ass Up? The Little Wayne stuff back in the day, from what I remember, every time he had lyrics, they was raunchy lyrics. Yeah, but you can't do a How to Love throughout the whole entire however minutes they give you on the Super Bowl. Let me see. So Jay-Z picked Kendrick to embarrass. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to where you saying, Jay. Hold on. Let's see. I get the nostalgia of them wanting Wayne. Yeah, I can understand the city wanting Wayne. You know what I'm saying? They want to see one of their own up there for sure. If you have seen Wayne perform lately, then you will know Kendrick was the right choice. I have not seen Wayne perform, but hey, Kendrick was picked because of the rap beef with Drake, and Drake declined Jay-Z twice. Jay-Z is a businessman. He knows how to play the game. Wayne isn't Super Bowl material. Yeah, look, I have heard some grimy stuff about Jay-Z, but I'm one of those people where when it makes sense, it makes sense. If I had to choose business-wise between Kendrick and Lil Wayne, I'm going with Kendrick. And Kendrick has already done a Super Bowl, and he did a phenomenal job in the short time that he had when he was on Dre's stage for the Super Bowl. So you already know he's used to it, and he has a good amount of songs that he could easily do for the Super Bowl. We gonna be all right. Not like us. It's a lot of stuff that he could actually do, and it's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, like too crazy of a show. Now I'm wondering if he's gonna bring people on the Super Bowl, like if he's gonna add guests on his Super Bowl list for his performance, the edited version. Yeah, but who gonna dance? All I see him possibly doing is having girls popping their butt, and that's not family. That's not family friendly for the Super Bowl. So Jay-Z picked Kendrick to embarrass him. Okay, well that's yeah, you feel that way that he picked him to embarrass him. How to Love. Chris counted on him bringing the home team too. It would only make sense. Cause they were, I think, at the Essence Festival this year. It will only make sense. It will only make sense that you're gonna bring all of them up there. I mean, didn't they say they was holding it down for the 99 and 2000? Why wouldn't you bring them up there to represent all of New Orleans? Jay-Z and others better make sure that they aren't tangled in Diddy's what. Child. They said it wasn't his city, it was the rest of the world. Wow. Danny, I'll give him a cup of Drake and Jay always have their petty beef going on. It's all chess moves. Why don't they none of them like Drake? Do they just don't like Drake? Because I'm confused. I'm confused. Is it because they feel like he ain't really hip hop? Because if that's the case, a lot of people ain't really hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I wonder if Diddy will give up Jay. Let Jaguar tell that Jay is the one who's setting him up. So if Jay is the one who's allegedly setting him up, that means he can't have videos of Jay. Because if Jay is setting him up, he got to make sure in somehow, some kind of way, he ain't going to be implicated in that bad boy. He has songs with rock artists. Okay. Enough to do a whole entire Super Bowl without being raunchy, though. Jay-Z, allegedly, Lisa, allegedly, Wayne is beefing with his home team. They didn't even perform together Essence last year. Oh, so then what would it been? It would have been Wayne, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. If I never hear They Not Like Us Again, I'm good. Girl, please. We still on the high for that one. Still on the high for that one. But yeah, but no, I know a lot of people got tired of that song, but you know he gonna perform it at the Super Bowl. You know he gonna perform at the Super Bowl. That's probably gonna be the last song he performs. And when you think about it, if Jay-Z is really having a beef with Drake, that is the ultimate diss because Drake ain't really been heard from since that diss record. So imagine the Super Bowl and hundreds of millions of people watching it, all singing They Not Like Us, a diss song for you. Whew. They feel like Drake is getting too powerful. That's why a lot of people don't like. Also, allegedly, Drake offered Dame Dash to buy Reasonable Doubt, huh? Oh, ain't nobody coming to see them. Oh, y'all hilarious. So yeah, you guys, who else do you guys think? Like I said, we've already heard the big names. I wanted to bring up Lauren London because it caught me off guard to see those videos. It really caught me off guard. Even there was this lady, I found her videos. I guess she used to go by Successful Ladies Live, and like I said, the reason why I'm bringing these people up is because I want to give credit where credit is due. She had a website, a channel called Successful Ladies Lives. She went down a rabbit hole of a lot of Nipsey stuff or whatever too, but then interesting enough, I noticed that she deleted a lot of that stuff. So I don't know if she ended up getting, you know what I'm saying, some type of court battles or even some hood battles coming her way, but she deleted a lot of that stuff. But Alexis K. Tyler, she ain't scared. She like, it is what it is. And we all know Jaguar Wright don't give a shit. So it's still people out there who's saying certain things. So it really made me wonder. But yeah, it looks like Lauren London was really tight with that crew. And it just makes you, because at this point, I'm sorry, I'm a side eye anybody who was close with Diddy. I'm gonna side eye them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna side eye them. Is to have a connection with Diddy at this point, I'm gonna look at you like, how involved are you? Were you a victim or were you a villain? I need to know. Diddy may not have to give folks up because the feds got the tapes. That is true. But they gonna automatically assume he did. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? Like what the truth is, if the scandal or the lie is more entertaining, even if they have all the tapes and they have all of these people on these tapes, people are gonna automatically assume probably that Diddy said something just simply because people feel like Diddy is not, he's not gonna last being in prison. And the fact that they denied his bail and even took his passports and his children's passports just tells you how serious this shit is. But again, I've never really trusted the system. And I don't trust the powers that can be sometimes. So I really need to actually officially see it go down and it's official and the case is over for me to really believe that he's really. Do you guys really think he's going to get years in prison? Do you think that's really going to happen? I don't know. Even if you delete it, they'll find you. It's true. 50 Cent gonna have a field day with this Diddy stuff. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I would love to be a fly in the DA's office when they look at the tapes. Seriously, they done probably already looked at them. I mean, it was freaking, wasn't it Homeland Security and the DEA that went in there? It was Homeland Security. Let me see. I'm surprised 50 hasn't said anything yet. Shoot, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he on vacation. I don't know because I'm shocked also. But isn't he working on a documentary? Isn't he working on a documentary? Yes, 50 is gonna have a field day. I do. The feds don't play. Yeah, they don't like to get they don't like to lose cases, that's for sure. But it wasn't too crazy. If he don't do time, I don't even think he would be able to handle being broken powerless. That too, because that seems to be his high. That will also explain why it's radio silence because folks know they are on those tapes. That is true. No one has said a damn thing about this. No one. Absolutely no one. That is very true. Besides 50, and then Tyrese randomly wanted to come out talking about his amazing parties and all of this BS. And I was like, sir, read the room. The parties are the main thing that they saying are all the nonsense is going down. But you know, Tyrese is just Tyrese. He is what he is. That would also explain, yes. I think he will get time and why is it playing? And you know what's so crazy though? The fact it's not the state of New York. It doesn't say the state of New York because typically, if I'm not mistaken, when it's state charges, it will say the state of such and such. That sucker says the United States of America. That's the feds. Also, 50 got that documentary on Netflix about Diddy. He said he needs more. Has the wait, did the documentary come out yet, Jay? 50 posted about it earlier on IG. Ask Gene Shaw. He's getting something. Yeah, South District, New York. 50 made a little joke. It was on his picture with Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore. I'm telling you, they're gonna have to start telling and snitching. So you think he gonna get time, Jay? Well, I already know what you think. You said it before. You don't think he gonna make it out. I remember that. Do you feel still the same way, Jay? You don't feel like he gonna make it out? Um, Lisa, okay, he said he was in good company with Drew Barrymore and he doesn't have 1,000 bottles of lube. I wonder if this trial is going to be more messier than the YSL trial. I don't know, because the YSL trial is a state trial, isn't it? Isn't that a Fulton County? It ain't even a state, it's a Fulton County trial, isn't it? This is a Fed trial. Federal went after this man. Federal. Federal. That's serious. And again, if Homeland Security is involved, that means this is international. This is not just local. So that is telling me maybe something went down international, or some of that S traffic that they're talking about was international. Something was international for Homeland Security, because if the FBI would be the only ones involved in the local United States stuff, if Homeland Security is involved, there's definitely some international situations at play. So yeah. Oh, Daniel, I didn't see that. I'm gonna go look. That's my man. Who? 50's your man, T Pretty. It's a wrap for him. He pissed off the elites. He thought he was above them. Yeah, because you know what's interesting? When did all of this go down? Didn't all of this go down when he tried to sue the Ciroc people? Didn't all of this go down when he tried to sue the Ciroc people? See, the problem is when you don't come from anything or very humble beginnings and you start getting all of this and gotten away with stuff for so long, you truly start to think, I guess, that you're above the people who gave you all of that. You know, I guess you start to believe your own hype. And it seems to me he was given a lot of that stuff. And once he thought he was bigger than the people who gave it to him, they wanted to teach him a lesson. Because how is it that you were alleged billionaire according to Forbes, and now one case drops you so badly? Because maybe, just maybe, allegedly, you were never a billionaire in the first place. They just wanted you to look that way so you could feel special. But then when you thought you was better than them, you know, you got to look at the 48 powers of law. If I'm not mistaken. I read that book and now I can't even remember it. Charge it to my brain. But yes, I remember one of the first rules is never outshine the master. I do remember that. 48 laws of power. Now I don't think there will be a trial. Child, get Woody on the stand. Whew, flying them girls in and out. That's where I guess the international part probably comes in. She said, I love 50 girl. Yes, spent so much money and manpower on that raid. Trust the feds got them. You yeah, I mean, and they clearly knew where to go to get stuff, huh? He did not even own Ciroc. He lied to us. From my understanding, he don't own Revolt either, allegedly. A lot of these so-called big stars and stuff that these people admire, allegedly, they don't own a lot of that stuff. They're just the face for it, and they may get a very small percentage, but they don't own it. That's allegedly, but apparently they don't own a lot of stuff. They're just the face. They're just the face to get people in. Yes, when he came after the Diago, they tapped him on the shoulder. You're fired. Fired in a lot of ways, I see, because it's been a domino effect ever since. He definitely pissed someone the F off. The dang tape resurfacing was strategic. Right. So that just tells you when they got you, they got you. Let me tell you something. I would rather have a Cat Williams success any day of the week compared to what we seeing right now. All of this so-called untouchable, all of these millions of followers and stuff like that. Cat Williams could still make his millions and still has his soul intact, his booty hole intact, like he said also. But he seems to be all well with the world, takes care of people, and literally, he said he's never had a car loan in his life. He got enough money where he can clearly pay stuff in cash, no issues. I would rather have that life than this life of claiming to have so many millions and billions of dollars just for all of it to allegedly be a lie once the scandal kicks in. Yeah, I would prefer the Cat Williams way of success for sure. Geez, that's crazy. Remember American Gangster when Denzel got caught and he told everything? In my opinion, that's what will Diddy do. Well, remember Frank Lucas, the real Frank Lucas, he kept swearing until his last breath that he didn't snitch. And the guy who ended up, you know what I'm saying, they still end up being friends, but the detective slash cop who sat up there and caught him, he kept saying also he did snitch. So, Frank Lucas claimed he didn't. We sister wives because he be mine up. Well, let them tell it. Lauren London and Cassie were allegedly sister wives. My thing is those takes because now the feds got leverage. Now, yeah. That's what he get for having too much of an ego and treating people like garbage. Yeah, and apparently that was a lot of that. And I mean, even from his artists, like none of his artists went unscathed with his drama. So that should tell you a lot. He ain't got one successful artist that literally is still doing good still to this day. He was the only artist, and that's clearly what he wanted. He wanted the fame. He was the only artist that was successful and stayed successful. So that's when you know. It seems once people bypass a certain level of wealth, they lose their doggone mind, or they already was like that, and money just showed who they really were. Cat may have a jail house perm, but he kept his soul intact. He sure did, and he claims he doesn't have any perm. That's what he says. He just presses or flat irons it out. Revenge for Tupac, and that's another thing too, because Keefe D is in prison and Keefe D is about to have a trial. And I'm wondering if they have enough information to get Diddy involved in that. If Keefe D was able to give them some type of proof to get Diddy involved in that. Cat, a real one, forever my goal. Love Cat. Love Cat. And the fact that while people try to claim he was not that guy in Hollywood, because I know Kevin Hart kept saying, you were supposed to be that guy. I don't think Kevin wanted to be that guy. I think he wanted to do things his way without compromising himself. And yet, doing it that way, he became extremely successful. He gets money from all of his tours, and then he can sell his tour for like 10 figures. At least $10 million for every thing that he sells, for every actual comedy show that he sells to Netflix, plus the money he gets on the road. Sounds like a great situation to me. Shit. The Fed saying that he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil was a dig. So they saying it was a lie? I believe it. Shit. I believe it. I believe it. He going through them right now. Fun fact, this week is anniversary of Tupac. It is. It is. I feel like it was yesterday. No, the 13th. Dang it, I used to know that day by heart. Was it 13th or the 16th? I feel like it just happened. Gene Deal said Diddy was going to prison before September was over. Well, he used to be law enforcement. Remember Gene Deal? I think he was a cop or a probation officer. He was like legit. So I'm sure he still got people on that side that give him information. Cass said he turned down 50 million twice. He didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Exactly. Kevin Hart was at them part. Lord. And he was caught with pink powder on him. Yes, someone mentioned that he was caught with pink powder on him. Is that the Tucci or the Doochie or whatever Jaguar Wright was talking about? The Tucci, a mixture of all these types of substances or whatever, and then they make it pink or whatever with food coloring or something. She was talking about that. Yes, he worked in law enforcement and someone gave him that info. So then there it is. There it is. The Tucci. Thank you, Lisa. I know, and I think she said it was pink. It was made with food coloring. So he probably had that Tucci on him. Who knows? But with that being said, you guys, before we get off, so who else do you think? Not the big names. Let's dig deeper. Maybe names we ain't really heard. Who are some other names that you think could be implicated in this? Because we've already had the big names. You know what I'm saying? We've already heard those names, but like names that maybe was attached to Diddy that we haven't thought of in a long time, like Farnsworth Bentley. What you think about Farnsworth? Villain or victim? Anybody else from Danity Kane? Or what about the male group that he did? We ain't talking about making the band, even though Freddie P has talked about him on making the band. But remember the male group of making the band, the singing group? What was their names? Lorianne Gibson, that's a good one, T Pretty. Diddy's assistant that was with him for years. Yes, but Farnsworth, Day 26. Remember the guy who was, they tried to make it seem like he was losing his mind on Day 26, the light-skinned guy who was dating Dawn? Remember that guy? And I remember that second season, they was just making it seem like he was losing his mind. And he was like, I'm going to call a spade a spade. And he was flipping out. And he even said, I think in an interview back then, that it wasn't the guys, it was about management. Not Dylon. That was making the band. Q. Thank you. I think it was Q. It was the light-skinned guy who used to date Don. Remember, he was over it, and they saw him. They tried to make it seem like he was having a meltdown on the show, and he tried to say it wasn't his guys, it wasn't the group members of Day 26. He was talking about management. I truly wonder if he would ever come out and say something, because it makes me feel like something. Yeah, they sure did gaslight him, because they were trying to make it seem like he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But he said in an interview after that something that he implied it had nothing to do with the group members, but management. Makes me wonder if he knows some things. And interesting enough, he was the one who was dating Don, the same Don who is now putting out the allegations about Diddy. Isn't that interesting? So I wonder if he'll say something. Didn't Dylon get jumped while on the show? I don't think he did, but I do know that Diddy couldn't stand him. Diddy could not stand him. It could be him too. I'm trying to put the names out there that people ain't really putting two to two together. Like, for example, love my girl, but what about Little Kim? Do Little Kim allegedly possibly know something? You know what I'm saying? Because shoot, she was around since day one. Do Little Kim possibly know something? Is Little Kim involved in some kind of way? There's a lot of people, because again, this man has been in the industry for 30 plus years. 30 plus years. does any of his other female artists that didn't, you know what I'm saying, make it or whatever, just all of a sudden disappear away from the industry? Do they got something to say? Q peeped that the label was turning the group against each other. Yeah, or and it could have been more than that too. It could have been more than that too. Anyone for Junior Six Mafia, Total, Chopper, D Wood, etc. Someone stop me, right? I'm shocked that Aubrey O'Day hasn't actually filed anything. One thing I will give Aubrey O'Day, she kept her foot on Diddy's neck all of these years and was not afraid to say a damn thing. She has felt vindicated after Don especially came out, but I'm wondering why she hasn't put any charges on him or put any civil suits on him. Quite interesting, because she definitely has constantly, you know what I'm saying, said stuff about him. You talking about Mace? Kim guilty herself, allegedly, but hey, no, Mary J is a name that has been out there, Lisa, but Faith isn't a name that's really been put out there about what she all knows. Foxy Brown says something on her Instagram after the arrest. What did she say after the arrest, though? I think Aubrey had an NDA. But why would Aubrey have an NDA and Don wouldn't, when Don was not only in Danity Kane, but also in that Dirty Money clique? Which, by the way, the other girl, I think her name was Kalita or maybe something like that. The other girl that was in Danity Kane, the other girl who was on Love and Hip Hop for a certain amount of time, she may say something. Because why is it that something happened with Don, but nothing happened with her? Hmm. I forgot her name. I want to say her name is Kalita. So many people, I don't know. Kalina, thank you, Kalina. She was on Love and Hip Hop. So yes. Diddy, Foxy said it's about to get crazy. She might get called in. Who knows? Damn, she actually said that, huh? Some of these actors know some stuff too. Okay. Don't know if I could say the N word, but it was posted. But yeah, basketballs. D Woods, maybe. She said she don't know nothing about that. She's scared, and it said Diddy called her 54. Who? Who? Who called her 54 times? Who, T? Kalina was in Dirty Money. Yeah. So is this Don goes through all of that, but Kalina goes through nothing? Oh, LeBron? Okay. Kalina, Diddy called her today. Oh, snap. Are you serious? Now, why would he call her that many times? Is Kalina and Don even that close? And let's be clear, Don is a fabulous artist. That girl makes really good music. Even though she don't get the attention, she's a fabulous artist. Some of her music I'm really impressed with, her visuals and stuff. You got to give her kudos. She don't get the attention, but she kept it moving and still is making her music even through all of that. Because Kalina husband really? Really? Okay. LeBron is on camera. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Oh, saying that. Why you don't like Don? I'm even afraid to ask you why you don't like Don. That's part of why they are charging him with witnessing. Oh, because of Kalina. Damn. I wonder if I wonder if he was calling her to say, you better shut the hell up and not say nothing, as far as what she saw or what he possibly allegedly did to her, too. Interesting. I'm not posting that, Teeth. I'm not posting that. That ain't even a funny moment right now. That's not, he has his ways. Like, don't take him seriously, you guys, for those who may not know how Teeth get down. Yeah, so I'm not posting that. No, like at the end of the day. But yes, her music is really good. Kalina and her husband had an open marriage. Remember, they sure did. But they sure did. I remember that because she was into some girl or whatever the case may be, and he wasn't mad at it. What are y'all doing a shock? Are you doing a shock value because of what Teef said? That's what Teef does. Teef gives shock value. So don't be alarmed if that's what you guys are doing a shock value for. But yeah, no, but you guys, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But I really wanted to really talk about, because that's one thing that they said today. They said, oh, he had a whole crew of people protecting him, involved in this, keeping it a secret. And I don't think anybody's going to be shocked by the bigger names that people have been putting out there. I think they're going to be shocked by the names that a lot of people haven't been hearing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why last week there's a few people suing Diddy. They must have been trying to get their last lawsuits before they arrest him. Possibly. But interesting enough, I'm just so shocked Aubrey has not. Maybe, just maybe, she did get some type of hush money, and that's why she only can say so much. Because I'm like, of all people, I thought she would have been the first one from Danity Kane to sue him, but it was Dawn. Could have spoke. She was downplaying a lot of group issues because Team, okay, we're gonna have to disagree with that, because again, this man, they have been saying for years he is intimidating and he was not someone that you wanted to cross. And not only would it be a career end situation, but it could be possibly even worse. So I don't necessarily know about how she could have spoken up. I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? It seems to be the same pattern with the, especially the women, but you got men who were even scared to speak against Diddy. So I don't know about that. She could have. I think it's easier said than done in this situation. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'd want to buy an old Diddy house. Too much bad energy. Right. Right. But someone's gonna buy it. Someone's gonna buy it and just keep it moving. Hell, if they willing to buy, you know what I'm saying, houses that like the Manson houses and all of that stuff, they'll buy Diddy's house. It ain't enough real estate, especially out here in California, for people to just not want to buy the house, especially for the wealthy folks. She did ride that way, but I still feel bad for her. She got in the white, okay, I don't remember what part. I don't even remember that show back to back like that, but I hope he enjoyed that meal in the restaurant, because he won't get that in jail. Look, we don't know what that man can get in jail, because he still got enough popularity to where somebody may slide him some food versus the jail food. We don't know. We definitely know he in protective custody. He ain't definitely in gym pop, even on a federal level. That ain't gonna ever happen. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do individual episode reviews or if I'm just going to give a whole review after the season is over. If I can be honest with y'all, I have been so into other things to review. I have watched Power Goes, but then when I watch it, it's almost like I'm annoyed to do a review. And if I'm annoyed to do a review, I don't want to do the review, because then you guys can feel probably that I don't give a shit either. I just don't know. Like, I feel like the last episode I saw wasn't bad, but I just keep rolling my eyes and I'm just annoyed over it. I think honestly I'm done with Power Ghosts. I am, but we'll see. We'll see. I think I may just do an overall review at the end. It has been really hard for me to take the time to really want to do a review on Power. It's just, yeah. I'm sorry. I know some of you guys have been looking forward. I hope maybe I'll get to it, but I'm just so tired. I'm tired of that damn show. The documentary of this will be 16 parts, one for every year they're dating back to. You talking about 50s documentary? He got all the meals he teeth. I can't. He can get some ramen for well, he can get R. Kelly to braid his hair. Did y'all see that alleged video of R. Kelly singing I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind in jail? Did y'all see that alleged video of him and he was the one who's singing it? It sounded like him, but I said, is that an appropriate song to sing in prison? Gosh. Yeah, Teeth cutting up. Teeth is cutting up. I don't know what Diddy gonna do without his spray hair. Well, as you can see in this picture, as you can see in this picture, shoot, I haven't watched Power since Ghost. My heart's still broken. I feel you. A lot of people feel that way. Stick it out, Chris. It's only like 3 episodes yet, and it's the hardest 3 episodes. It really is. It really is. And I also get tired of the cricket cop storylines. Like I'm so over that. I'm so over that. What they should make him walk to Irvine, California, where he's producing shit. What? Oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, I just we're gonna have to see, honey. Let me know if you guys want the actual indictment in the description box where you guys can actually read it. It's 14 pages, unlike Cassie's, which was like so many pages. But it's 14 pages. You can definitely take time to kind of look through it. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. And interesting enough, I always wanted to tell you guys what that video was that randomly popped up that you guys heard on the live. I always wanted to tell you guys, but I was just like, it's so random to tell you. And then here it is now. Diddy has been arrested and charged. And I was like, well, this would be the perfect time to talk about that Alexis K. Tyler video and all the other videos that popped up because they were saying all of that with her and Cassie, they're all connected with Diddy. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect time to talk about it. But again, it's alleged. I don't know. But some of the points that they made were quite interesting when it came to Lauren London and how it's all connected. That's what they say. Baby oil is ridiculous. I thought I was gonna have a good day. It rained, and they put Auntie Wendy's channel back up. Yeah. Is that the channel for the Wendy Williams show, or are we talking about like the old radio days of Wendy? I love listening to the old radio days, WBLS days of Wendy's. Still classic, still to this day. So yeah, especially now after the Judge Mathis situation with his wife and his wife filing for a divorce. Remember when Judge Mathis went off on Wendy and it was literally about implicate or saying he was doing something that he wasn't supposed to do and he's married. So yeah, so that's quite interesting. Oh, her show. Okay, her show. Boy, yeah, you guys, let's keep this conversation going. I appreciate all of you. I didn't know how many people was going to show up, but baby, on the East Coast, it's like 11:30, almost midnight. I appreciate you for having this conversation. Again, all alleged. A lot of these are conspiracies or what people are saying out there. But even with conspiracies, when it starts to seem like it can make sense, it's scary. It's a scary situation, but we're going to have to see. But I'll just say, I'll end with this. We have had so much evil going on and alleged, just evil going on within the industry and just all parts of the world and people, being taken advantage of in so many different ways. I think it's time to kind of expose it all and just cleanse everything and start with a new slate and actually have good, talented people be able to reign again. Good, God fearing people who will reign again. Because it just seems like evil has really been able to get a spotlight for years and decades now. And, I think God is showing up and showing out. I really do. I think he's showing up and showing out, and I think he's really tired of it, and he exposing a lot. So, yeah. So it definitely, how you gonna be a moderator and you put the whole word, Teeth? Come on now, you literally gonna put the whole word. Come on. Jaguar thinks it's Hove that said, yeah, I said that earlier. That's what she claimed. But here's the thing that don't make any sense. If he is setting him up, he can't be in any of those videos unless he was able to get the videos that implicated him and others that he care about and was able to get them out. So if he did the setup, he can't be. He can't be in any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he sure did. He sure did. We have to have a bigger combo. I can't put the other one on there. um reacted to her how X was involved beyond its intended purpose. You talking about Diddy? You talk about Diddy? Because a lot of his stuff had to really do with control. That's really had to he it had everything to do with control. Um with you distance flu season, but love y'all. It is flu season. Enjoy y'all tonight. Dear God, please don't give us another. Ooh, amen to that. Okay, because I'm like, come on now, put that asterisk up there. I couldn't post it. Hopefully it don't catch nothing on here. But with that being said, you guys, thank y'all for rocking with me tonight. And again, everything that I said, you can YouTube it, Google it, look it up from Jaguar saying what she said to the Alexa K. Tyler, and you gonna go down a rabbit hole. And if y'all do, please let me know what you guys think about what you found, or anybody else you're thinking, or anybody else that pops up in what you found. Because I can almost guarantee you now, l- I can tell you now that Diddy is charged and arrested, Jaguar about to have another interview probably this week with Real Life Production. Okay. So, but yeah, she mentioned on Real Life Production, I believe, about Lauren London, but she's also done other interviews. But yeah, you guys look up that stuff. Because again, everything that I say, you can look it up. Look it up. Because again, it's all alleged because we don't know if it's true or not, but it's quite damn interesting, that's for sure. So, with that being said, I hope everyone has a good night. Chris Pooh, good night, sister. Good night, chat. I'm still here till it ends. Can't write anymore. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all. Thank you guys for rocking with me tonight. And again, let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep the conversation going in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.